TF for you. Eden Strongholds, and then if we needed a Plaza Slayer, which I feel like tonight we are going to be going to a game 3. I really feel like we're going to be getting to a game 3 tonight.
Yeah, I think both these teams have some. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Sorry, my audio cut out of my headphones. But I do think that both these teams have like a really, really solid squad, and so it's really just going to come down to who's playing better tonight. And you said it was Truth Slayer on the first one?
Truth CTF.
Truth CTF. Okay, nice. Yeah, that'll be really interesting. I'll be looking mostly to see who can kind of control the power positions on the map, and who can really block spawns effectively and stay out of each other's way so that they can get effective flag runs. If they're blocking car, not to run it pink. If they're blocking in the base, not to run it car so that they don't get spawned on, and then respond to the people that are spawning up appropriately. And I think it might take a little bit for either team to find their footing in this match as they kind of fill each other out, but I think eventually once we get started, it'll get pretty fast and furious with a lot of pulls.
Okay. Looks like we are starting to get this lobby finally set up. This is always the longest part. This is always what takes forever. And just so you guys know, like just in case you didn't know who's in the caster's booth with me tonight, I've got Mr. Chef Bobby Slays in the house.
Oh yeah.
Chef Bobby Slays. He's cooking up some wonderful, I don't know, some wonderful fives and some wonderful awesomeness for you guys.
Some hot fives and some certified domers. That's what we're hoping for. But yeah, man, no, it's exciting. I'm glad. I always love jumping in on this kind of stuff, and just glad I could help out. You guys have been really killing it in the broadcast department, and so it's just fun to be a part of it.
You know what? I'm just always excited to have you in here. I'm really sad that the first time I had a game with you or casted with you, it just like none of the audio was working at all.
Really?
No, none of it went through. So your beautiful, luscious voice did not come through on the cast.
Oh, no. See, you never told me that. I thought I had done a great job.
You did. You did an awesome job. I got to hear everything. It was just sad that not everybody else got to.
Well, maybe for them it just seemed like there was a crazy person like streaming and talking to themselves. They're having a full conversation. So
that's pretty much how it goes. That's how it usually goes for me. So I'm gonna swap over here on the screen. I'm gonna swap it to a player to watch tonight for Meat Pizza. We've got Xavier. I've got Xavier up here. He's always someone who's fun to watch during the matches. He always seems to pull off some sort of ridiculous always some ridiculous like just move or something during the match. He's got a 1.03 KD, a 2.25 KDA. He's putting down about 256 damage per minute, and putting down at least 1,700 damage a game.
Those are great stats. A lot of damage output, especially per death, and the like I said, KD and KDA look really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him play. I've only watched him stream a few times, and I've always been a little bit impressed. And so I'll be interested to see what he can do against like an organized team. And if we know anything about Kitty Squad, we know that they're going to be organized because Brooks and Fender are going to be making them do flag laps all day long.
That's how it goes. That's really how it goes. Let's see if we can get the right game type up here. We have everybody in the lobby, but we've got Truth Slayer up instead of Truth CTF. And while we talk about that, I'm actually going to transition to Kitty Squad's player to watch tonight. We've got, of course, that Coney guy. Or that guy Coney. Whichever you want to call him, because it works either way. His KD is not necessarily the best. He's got a 0.98, which is still not too bad. It's just barely off of that positive KD. KDA, his KDA is 2.11, so he's definitely getting the assists and stuff out there to help his team out. He's got
for having a KD, it's just under 1, but for having a KDA over 2 while still doing that is you can tell he's definitely helping his team. Maybe he just happens to overcommit sometimes, or maybe rotation can get a little slow sometimes. I know that's something that I struggle with in my game. But yeah, no, that's a fantastic KDA for hovering right around 1 on your KD. What were you saying? His damage per minute and
his damage is 1900, and his damage per minute is 264. But what amazes me is, out of all the games he's had, he averages 63.5% accuracy.
That's really impressive accuracy.
Yes, for those.
He's playing on that old 1-1-1-1.
Pretty much. He only takes a couple shots per game. Make sure they actually hit every single time.
At 1900 damage a game, he's taking a lot more than that. That's really impressive stuff from him. You know, I hadn't played much with Coney, but I know now not to over challenge him because he might 5 me.
That guy knows his shot. He's another one of those guys that everybody talks about. If you want to be challenged during an octagon, you play against Coney.
Got to spend that time practicing. Well, great. I think. Well, no, Legolicious. He's on the old yellow screen, so he's taking a little break for a second, but I'm sure he'll be back shortly. What you said is we have True CTF. What else do we have tonight?
We have Eden Strongholds and then Plaza Slayer. I'm gonna get those maps back up there for you guys.
Yeah, obviously, like we talked a little bit about True CTF with Eden Strongholds, so that's gonna be really interesting too, because that I think is a very, very organized game type where you really just have to watch spawns and just be aware of where everybody's going. But it does look like Legolicious. I don't know when Brooks is gonna start it, but it may be soon. I'm hoping looks like Legolicious might be back.
Yep, looks like we are almost good to go here. I think out of these two guys, out of Xavier and that guy Coney, who would you like to start off with?
Let's start out with. I want to see what Coney does. I want to see how aggressive he plays. He sounds like, I don't know. He's kind of, like I said, I haven't played with him much, and so his stats are a little bit of an enigma. He definitely seems to die a lot, just because you can tell from his KD, which isn't bad at all. It's just like maybe he's very, very aggressive and gets the damage in for his team. And so I really want to see what he does. I want to see how aggressive he plays, and I want to see the 63% accuracy.
That's the same thing. I want to see this as well.
I'll be really interested to see where the starting strats take him. I feel like Truth. There's definitely a lot of room for variation. You see some teams do some crazy stuff. Like played a team the other day, they all went bottom mid, and nobody was expecting it, and kind of caught us off guard. And you'll see some interesting stuff.
Capture the flag.
Definitely. Looking forward to this, and we got the game up for you guys and ready to go. Get this all reset back up again. Okay, get on to Mr. That Coney guy. He's gonna make a jump to top mid here.
It looks like they missed their top mid jump, and he's looking for that car guy, but car guy played it slow. Let's see, he's got a lot of help if he wants to. He doesn't need to drop. He's helping his guy. Really good stuff, really good comms. You can tell because he turned right away and just looked.
He's doing a good job at getting these guys at least a couple shots on so they can't challenge him anymore. It gets taken out by Legolicious over there. We're going to hop on with our other player to watch over here, Mr. Xavier. See what he can do over
good
here.
Stuff. You can see how valued this top mid position is. And really good calls from his team, I'm assuming. He may have seen a shot come out from them. They may have called out P2.
I think so.
Both teams doing a good job, though, of kind of contesting these top mid power positions and keeping them out. A little bait and switch there from 4Meat Pizza.
Here, I'll turn my audio down a little bit, but I do enjoy having the game audio up a little bit, so it's not just a bunch of silence behind. So we got Serious Killer over here that's running.
Wow, they're already over halfway back. Yeah. Oh, he's going for a pull. Are they gonna be able to stop him? Oh, they stopped him.
No, they weren't. They weren't able to get him. Let's see if they're going to make these guys pay with this. They need to get in there and grab that flag if they're going to. It looks like they're hesitating a little bit too much. It's going to allow these guys to get up, back off spawn.
Yeah, that should have been a pull, I think. you've got to, when you have them kind of pushed back like that, they could have at least pulled it out to give themselves a chance to slay. And whoever went in first, it would have been great if they had been able to get a touch on the flag. But that's a hard decision to make sometimes. You're worried about just dying for no reason, as it, like, you're not laying down the damage, so you kind of have to multitask a little bit, and it can be kind of hard to do.
So
Good stuff by Gabs here, and great pull. Great pull. That's exactly what they needed to do, is to get into their base and give their team a chance to get a return.
I'm really liking this so far, though. These guys are definitely putting up a fight. They're not just letting people get away with the flags and stuff. Looks like we're going to have a flag standoff here. You got Xavier over here on this side and Raiche on the other side. You got Serious
Someone just got in. Yeah, Serious Killer just got invis.
Serious Killer was just able to pick it up, so let's see what he's able to do with it.
Yeah. And this will be interesting. I am a big fan of aggression with the flag, and it looks like For Me Pizza's really playing it kind of slow. I'm gonna try and make him look for. Oh, and he sees him.
But Xavier's able
Oh,
to
he
get
went
away.
out. Great stuff. Can he get any help?
Let's see here. I'm gonna see what Xavier can do here. See if he notices. He doesn't even notice the camo guy that's right behind him. Serious Killer able to get that return for Kitty Squad, and they're gonna cap and.
Great stuff. Now it would be awesome if they could run this again.
And that's exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna pull at this P side. Looks like they did a good job at noticing that they are spawning over here on this carbine side. We got altered Gabs.
That was good speed of play from For Me Pizza. They, it looks like they may be giving up a return here. But yeah, just that kind of aggression and awareness is key, I think, in Halo 5.
Doing a great job here, especially altered Gabs here. She's getting.
Oh, he didn't get the pull.
Oh, she didn't get the. She did not get the pull. It was not able to finish that up there. Ah, sad day. That was actually. That looked like that was going to be a little bit closer than it turned out to be.
Yeah, that was really efficient flag running from For Me Pizza. Or wait, is it For Me? No, it wasn't
No,
For Me
that
Pizza.
was
It was
Kitty. That was
Kitty
Kitty
Squad.
Squad,
I for some reason I'm used to seeing in our chat, Kitty Squad's kind of that green color, which I guess made me think of blue. So when I saw blue team, I was just thinking blue Kitty Squad. But yeah, no, another kind of more of a green, but I don't know, some weird mental association. But yeah, really good stuff from Kitty Squad then. Like, we kind of mentioned how much Brooks makes them run flags, and I think we could tell there that they ran together. They worked together at the end, and For Me Pizza just wasn't able, when they would overextend, they got one pull on time, but the other two times that they really were able to challenge a fat flag cap, they didn't get in on time, and if they did, they didn't pull the flag. So just really efficient stuff there from Kitty Squad. It looks like they're already starting up Eden Stronghold. So
yep, so
no
just
real
as
time for reflection.
I was about to say, just as we're pulling that up, we got Eden Strongholds coming up right now. You know what?
Brooks is a busy man.
He is.
So.
That dude does not waste any time. Does not give us casters any time to go. Let's see how this goes. I think we're gonna give Serious Killer a go with this map. He did a great job. He dropped an 8-1 that last game.
Wow.
So we're gonna give him some love here and see what he can do straight off the start.
Yeah, we saw some really calm gameplay. And at some point in this game, if it ends up going a good distance, maybe, I don't know, do we have the ability to jump into any comms tonight or no?
We do. We'll see.
I'd love to hear what their comms are maybe after a few minutes into this game, if we have a chance, but
I'll see what I can do about getting a listen in up and going here. The Serious Killer able to get up into this top catwalk position.
Yeah, it looks like two are dead on For Me Pizza, and so
we're gonna actually jump on over here with Coney. He's got the
Nice.
rockets and he's got that OV.
That's a great choice. So you can tell they're pushing top blue. Good kill there. Now they're a little bunched up. They need to push out just a little bit. Oh, because they're pushing bottom blue. So he's going to go towards red to see if he can stop it. If he hurries, he'll get there. He's not going to get there.
Ah, he's not able to get that.
so
And he
unlucky.
pocket rockets himself there. I don't know if you necessarily call it a pocket rocket.
Many of our destinies with the rocket, for those of us that have a tendency to fly, sometimes you just get a little ahead of yourself, but not the end of the world. It looks like they still have control, so I'm sure they're feeling fine. But Xavier's doing a great job here. One of the things that I'm really big on strongholds is pushing the spawns. Oh, good stuff. Can you get some help?
Good job.
Oh,
He was
doesn't
able
need
to
any
get
help.
that finished.
Oh,
But they're
what a
able to
kill.
get in. Looks like
Yeah,
Raiche is
one
going
of
to be
the
able to
things
get that
I'm really
final
big
kill.
on in strongholds is pushing and controlling the spawns that are the power spawns on the map. So for this map in particular, it's top blue, and you can see these guys really valuing this top blue spawn. And the reason is it's easy access to cat, and it's relatively easy access to blue outside. And you're gonna see them push that. And I love seeing them push that first to try and spawn the team on the other side of the map.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to try to get in on a listen in with. Let's see what 4 Meat Pizza is going through right now and see what they're experiencing. See if they can stay calm and come back in this game here.
Right on, right on. They've got control right now. So it looks like Serious Killer is waiting on that invis, and he's got it. So he got that around 51, so I'm assuming the OS is up, and it looked like one of his teammates may have grabbed it.
The
One blue.
camera, so they might be pushing
They have
catwalk.
OS.
Catwalk.
One coming up behind us, guys.
Got it,
You
clear.
got him. Yeah.
Blue cat.
Reset. Let's get Blue Ben if we can.
Cat
Ah,
is
they're on
blue.
cat.
I got red
Watch
nest.
Blue cat.
OS and cat.
He's watching with rockets. Be careful.
They're
He's
taking
rushing right now.
Yep.
He's trying
They're
to
gonna
challenge.
jump nest. They're gonna jump nest.
Put blue bin if you can.
Oh shoot. Camos and red nest.
I'm at blue. If anybody can come down. Getting shot.
Cats,
They're
cats
in
should
nest,
be
they're in
clear.
nest. Going right now to
Turbine.
cat.
Turbine
Oh,
camo.
nice shot, dude.
Shit. I think camo has rockets. Did I just get teabagged?
Yeah, I'm gonna need help at cat, and they're on
Ben is
turbine.
key.
They're pushing blue. 2 blue.
Yeah, they're low cat.
Let's get cat if we can.
I'm taking it,
Right
One
but
we
nest.
got that red nest.
They're yeah, they're at nest right now.
Oh, one.
All right. Let's see here. Let's get this reset back up again. I got. See if I can unmute Mr. Volunteer over here. And that was a good listen in there with 4 Meat Pizza there. They seemed really calm right there, even though they were down. They're not freaking out too much. The comms weren't very cluttered. It sounded pretty good. It's just kind of sad that they're not able to do a little bit more.
Yeah, Kitty Squad has done a great job, great stick there by Legalicious. They've done a great job of controlling these spawns, but more importantly, I think, controlling the power weapons and power-ups on this map. I don't know that Blue Team may have gotten 1 or 2, but really it's been Kitty Squad that I've seen that have had the most of it. So.
They know these times. They're getting them every single time.
Look,
as we see Space Christ there pick up another OV for
Invis was around 50, and so yeah, it looks like Raiche just got an assassination on Xavier with that Invis. I'm assuming he has Invis. Yeah, it looks like he does.
Let's see
Oh,
if
but
she's
Gabs
able-
has rockets.
Oh, she's able to get one. Let's see if she's able to get another one with these.
Oh, teammate wasn't able to stay alive. That was.
Oh, why did she shoot at him? Oh no! She spotted.
Going for that body shot.
I know, she
But
saw
they're
that
spawning
camo
blue.
guy
They're spawning
there.
blue, so she's gonna have help. And it looks like I can't tell where the camo guy looks like he might be in blue. Yeah, it looks like they
looks like
spawned him.
they're
Camo
blue.
guy's dead. And they really need to push this top cat. Watch these red spawns. Watch tower spawns, and just stay calm, because it is 85 to 16, but it's not. It's not impossible to come back from this. Especially if you can hold that top blue control, and be calm about it, and not overcommit, not overextend, not leave your teammates hanging, you can control a huge amount of this. Gabs may need to fall back just a little bit,
Yeah,
although she's doing a great job of connection. Yeah, challenging.
Nice
There you
job,
go.
though. As we say that, she's able to take down Serious Killer up there.
Really good stuff. And the only reason I mentioned that she may want to fall back is just to block those top blue spawns, which you can tell that they've rotated. I don't think they spawned there, but they did rotate their way up to them, and that's problematic for blue team right now,
We're gonna
especially
see
as
what-
blue team doesn't have control.
We haven't given Space Christ a lot of love. Let's see what he's able to do here. He's going to push up to this top cat position. They're doing a good job at taking out Alt Gabs right there. Altered Gabs. So,
Good stuff.
yeah.
Really good stuff from him. So what they ended up doing there is blue team had top blue. And so what they did, they pushed blue base, and when they realized that there was no one on top blue, they all, or at least 2 members of that team pushed, and I'm not exactly sure what happened to everybody else, but they started spawning up there. And that immediately flipped control back from 4 Meat Pizza. And so you can just tell the Kitty Squad, really well drilled, they know the game time, so they kind of know the meta of it, and they're just doing a great job executing that right now.
They were. That was a pretty convincing win right there from Kitty Squad.
Absolutely. What were the slays like?
Let's take a look. We got 16 for Raiche. We've got 7 for Space Christ with 9 assists. 10 and 6 and 7 for Coney. 5, 8 and 8 for Serious Killer. And then it's kind of, they're definitely outslayed there. Definitely.
Yeah, it does look like it, and that happens sometimes when you're not able to maintain map control because the other team knows where you're going to be spawning up, and if you don't make a concerted push, you end up getting slayed. I wonder if they'll be interested in playing this 3rd game or not. I can't hear them right now. I could always hop in the Discord. Actually, it looks like they're queuing it up. So
it looks like we're going to queue up that Plaza Slayer. We'll give you guys at least one more match tonight to keep
absolutely.
Kitty Squad.
The fun never stops.
Kitty Squad, they were on top of all the freaking times. They just made it just look so good.
Yeah, I was really impressed by that top blue push at the end. It may have been kind of a moot point because 4 Meat Pizza wasn't doing the best job of getting the strongholds they needed, but that was just solid gameplay. That's exactly what you want to see. Like I said, I'm really big fan on strongholds of pushing a certain spawn to get that map control back and then working on getting your points.
All right, we're going to transition into this this game right here. We got Kitty Squad up 2-0, but we're going to see if 4 Meat Pizza is able to pull a map off these guys.
I'm sure they'd love a constellation map here.
I would love it. I would love to
really
see
be
4
proud
Meat.
of.
Yeah, I was about to say everybody needs at least one win.
Right on.
We're going to start off with the Raiche after that wonderful.
It's a really good choice. He's got a great shot. Laying some down right now. He's got a little team help too, which is great. He's gonna need to watch his lift.
He's gonna miss that guy that's over
there. They're sprinting. They're on.
They're sprinting. But he didn't notice.
On his radar.
Oh,
we heard him though.
Oh, but he gets taken out there by Xavier. Serious Killer up there.
Good stuff from Serious Killer there. And Coney with a double kill. So now they're controlling blue spawns and they're controlling cinema, so they're going to be spawning loop and yard.
Alright, since Coney guys got the... Yeah, I was about to say, he's got this...
loop, I mean.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're pushing through yard. Oh, they were thinking about light rifle, and it looks like they're also in flowers.
Lexi's over there by himself. I don't necessarily like that push there.
If he has help from his team, it's a good play. See, he just doesn't have much help. Oh, you can tell he wants to pull the trigger. Oh,
he's able to get one. He gets one. Let's see if he's able
her
to get
face off.
Yeah,
Sorry. I don't always look at the name when I'm talking.
Yeah, I was about to say. That's the hardest part, I have to say, is making sure that we got the right gender on the person. Just since I don't play with everybody.
I've never played with Gabs before, so I knew nothing.
Oh, almost. I felt
I'll be
like
looking forward to maybe playing some 8s at some point and just getting to know some of these people that I haven't gotten to play with yet.
I was about to say, it's about the same here. I don't really play with a lot of these guys, so...
You're just so busy casting, doing podcast.
Yeah, that's how it goes. I just, like, always got stuff going on, and then I got to keep the wife happy, too.
Oh, yeah. A little marriage HCS advice.
I was about to say, some marriage HCS advice. Happy wife, happy life. That's how it goes.
You know it. The Raiche's got the snipe, and they're really not... So what happens on this map when you're getting outslayed and you're not feeling as confident, which is easy to do on this map because some teams can just get really good control and you've got to work together to get out of it, is you end up kind of turtling in yard. And Raiche's by himself in Nest. A concerted push in Nest would probably take him out and flip the map in their favor, but the rest of Raiche's team, Kitty Squad, is putting on such great pressure that they haven't really felt like they can push out. And Xavier is trying to make a little sneaky play here.
He gets spotted. He gets spotted by a guy playing, I don't even see where he was getting shot from.
It looked like maybe top gold, and then, yeah, it looks like they dropped on him.
But it looks like Xavier is able to pull
Great
out a
stuff.
nice reversal there by Xavier to take out Coney.
Right, and he's
job.
probably, I assume he's getting called out hard, although Lexi's not looking where you would expect. If he was getting called out. Nice shots from Gabs there. I wonder, and did Space Christ stay up? It looks like he did not. Oh wait, no, we're on the other team, that's why. I was like, wait a second, I was not in Celeste, yeah. So it looks like he did stay up, and then they were able to kind of flip the spawns again.
I'm trying to get with the action. There's not a ton of action going on right now, guys, but we got 2 people that are over here in this lower lift area. Let's see what they're able to do here.
I wonder, do they... It looks like they know they're there. Yeah, that was definitely a call out. Good melee, good melee. Salty needs to take a little bit of cover. Nice, good stuff.
Ooh, he's able to get away.
Wow.
Who is that guy that's up on Nest right now?
Looks like Serious Killer and Raiche.
Ooh, nice shots
Good
there.
stuff from Raiche.
But he gets taken out by
And
Saltine.
then finally, they got some team help up there. That's the thing. They're just not pushing together right now. And that, like I said, it's such an easy thing. This map is you just
Ooh, get the hot.
you can end up in a lot of individual battles. Yeah.
I think it's 3 from a BR, 3
4.
kills, 3 or 4 from a BR. That hot 4 right there.
The hot 4.
I'm gonna stay on with Serious Killer through the spawn, see what he can do. He's able to get a couple shots over there on Alter Gabs. Xavier's gonna be able to take him out from bottom mid. Alright, so it looks like on the Slays
Is that
portion,
4 dead?
looks
Wow,
like it.
they slayed him out entirely. Although it's there's not that much separation. It's really just 2 spawn cycles separation, 8 kills. It's not out of their hands yet. They just really need to work on not getting flustered, and they need to stick together as a team and get their shots in. Like Alicia's is gonna have to work hard. Oh, just a second late on that. Gonna have to work. It looks like they're waiting for.
They're waiting for
Is
that
that
OS.
that late?
I
It would
guess.
be
I
kind
don't
of
know.
late in the game. Maybe it got forgotten about. And yeah, one thing that I'm prone to do when I'm stuck cafe is getting collapsed on and kind of overcommitting to like a cross map fight, and so that's one thing they'll have to watch out for. Great shots from Space Christ.
Nice job there.
You just,
Even with
you
that
can
8
just tell the
cents.
communication. He went and he looked right up there. He knew that they were selling top gold, and they're communicating where they expect the spawns to be. He's looking towards cafe, and yeah. Just a second late. But really great stuff. I see it like just some wonderful evidence of communication, some really good just map knowledge in general from Kitty Squad right now.
It's looking really good right now. Let's see if I can get in with a listen in with Kitty Squad. I'm gonna stay on with Space Christ and see what he can do. It doesn't look like we're gonna get a listen in here because I think they might have closed off their party.
Don't they know we have production things to do? Great shot from Coney. Coney, if you hit these, oh my gosh!
Come on, Coney, get those shots. Let's see some awesomeness.
He was going for
Oh,
the
he gets the
optic
body
play.
shot there.
Oh, great stuff. He is doing fantastic over here.
He's gonna get back here, rotate back around to where his teammates
Yeah,
are.
this is good stuff. He needs to be communicating with his team right now. Like, you know, I have Snipe over in hotel. All right, now he's up in cafe, and watch him. So they know where he is now.
Xavier!
Little counter
Xavier.
sniper.
He's gonna run over there and grab that extra ammo.
Yeah, Xavier seems like a great person to have a little extra sniper ammo in the hands of, and so the issue is his team is not up right now, so you see he wasn't confident sitting in that cafe, so he pushed back, and it looks like they have one in cafe. Yep, they do. He sees him. So let's see what. Oh, can he get him?
Oh, he gets
Yes!
that guy, Coney. Looking
Great
good
stuff
over
from
there.
him. Oh, but see, he's gonna get pushed here. His team's got to come help him, or he's got to rotate very quickly.
He's
Good
able to
little
get
look
around that
there.
corner.
Little strong side in, and good stuff. He's really valuing the power weapon and what he can do. If they're gonna get back in this map, he's got to pick up how many shots he has. Like, he has 9. He really needs to try and hit maybe half of these, give or take 1 or 2, to bring him back into this map. 1. Oh, almost
body shot.
1.
That guy Coney is able
And it looks
to,
like Xavier just went down. Yeah.
yeah,
So he must have gotten flanked and assassinated.
it was a beautiful
Sorry,
shot.
it sounds like that's what you were just about to say.
Yeah, I was about to say. It looks like he got.
I'm just so hype.
I know. Since when are you not hyped though? You're always having a great time.
I try, man. Halo 5 is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to watch too. And so.
These guys are definitely doing a good job at holding the setup here, but I would like to see more action. I'd like to see them start pushing. They have a 44-24 lead. At this point, go ahead and start going for broke. You can start trading kills. Let's have some fun.
You never know. No, yeah, you can tell. You can tell for me, Pizza. They've been slayed a little bit this map, and it's they're making solo pushes. And it's just, here. This could be a concerted put. Oh, no,
nasty.
Coney!
Coney, don't do it.
Oh wow,
Oh,
really good
just-
stuff from Coney.
Putting that sniper rifle to people's faces. Holy crud. He knows these people are down in this loop area. Let's see if he's able to get another pick.
Oh, I thought he was gonna go for the snapshot again.
Oh,
Good
I was
stuff.
hoping we get at least one more, but hey, doing a great job there, Kitty Squad. They just look so good. They look so dominant there. It was kind of just hard not to that one.
Yeah, you can tell how well drilled they are, and you can see from the stats that they were. It wasn't even. They don't have that many assists, honestly. What it was, and you can tell by looking at blue team stats. Blue team was pushing out just a little bit individually, and they were not able to win their battles, which kind of leads to those pretty lopsided KDs on blue team, and that just happens sometimes. Sometimes you come up against a really organized team, and they just shut you down. Plaza could be a hard map if you don't do a good job of rotating together. It really can get out of control, like we saw here. So, I'm sure that For Me Pizza would want that back, and I'm sure they know that they can do a little bit better on that map. But what we've seen tonight, and what I've been most impressed with, is Kitty Squad's organization. And they took a good team like For Me Pizza and were able to shut them down simply by controlling the map a little bit better.
Yeah. You know what? Like, just looking at that, it's like, and there's Coney with that wonderful accuracy, like we were talking about before the match. 62%, almost at 63, but putting down 2,600 damage too. Looking really good there.
Right. And you can see, so like, look at Legalicious, for example. Legalicious went, I think, 3-16, on his way to 1,700 damage. And that's such a frustrating game. Only 2 assists, and that's exactly what I'm talking about as far as the individual pushes. When you're getting slayed, it's hard to help your team. It's hard to really make a concerted push. And he was putting out the damage, and it just he wasn't able to finish the kills. And it's just indicative of what you saw. You saw organized Kitty Squad, and then not as organized on this particular map For Me Pizza. And so I know their damage doesn't look bad, honestly. It's a little bit lower, but that's just because they got slayed pretty hard. And I think they'll be able to bounce back from this. It's a frustrating thing when it happens, but it's part of just being a member of a team that maybe you're not. Some nights you just don't play as well as you'd like to, especially against this level of organization. And so I know they might feel kind of down about that one, but they shouldn't. They should be able to pick themselves up, look at what went wrong, and look at how they can better help their teammates, and I think they'll be fine for the rest of the league.
All right, I just messaged Brooke to see if we could get a guy in here for a winter view. Looks like we're gonna get Coney coming in here.
Excellent.
Let's see what he can do here. See if Mr. Coney joins in. I'm gonna give him a second. But yeah, just looking at that, it's like you could definitely see, even on the map and stuff like that, that they were just doing individual pushes. And if they were, the teams were so split up, and they had all 4 of them to deal with. And that's just hard.
Right.
That's just hard. You just can't. You just can't compete with that. And it looks like we got Coney in here for a winter view. How's it going, Coney? Hey, Coney, how
Hello?
you doing?
He may not be able to hear us.
Yeah, he might not be able to hear us. That's kind of sad.
Alright, you guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Oh, shoot. What's happening?
Uh-oh. So we're having some technical difficulties over here. Missing Mr. Coney. Dang it, that stinks. See if we can get him going. But yeah, just to continue with what we were saying, it's like you can see Legalicious over there putting down the damage and stuff like that, but just not being able to finish. Like, just can't finish the kills because he's getting double teamed every single time.
Yeah, it's like I said, that's really what those numbers indicate. It's not so much, and this is one thing that I talk about a lot, and you'll hear. You can oftentimes play a game, like if you take out everything that your teammate's doing and you just describe what you were doing in that game, it would sound like the perfect game plan. I was trying to control this part of the map, and that's what the meta in this game type is. What ends up happening, though, is that sometimes you're playing a little too fast or a little too slow, and your team isn't able to help you. And that's when these good plays can sometimes become not as good plays for this particular game. And when you're putting out that much damage, it just means that things weren't working out for you. And the one thing that I would encourage, and that I always do when I have a game that's similar to this, is I go back and watch it. And I look at what my team was doing, and I look at the decisions I was making, particularly off spawn, and where I was positioning myself. And what I usually find is that, let's say on that map, maybe I was going top goal trying to lay down shots, but I was getting sniped. Or I was pushing posters, but my teammates weren't. And so I didn't have the help I needed. And so it's about working with your team a little better and being sure that you can communicate what you're doing, and just working on being the best teammate you can be. And like I said, they'll bounce back stronger when they kind of take the lessons that they learned from this map against an organized squad. And I'll be really excited to see how they improve through the rest of the season based off of the lessons they learned in this loss.
Yeah, definitely. And as the chat has been saying, I definitely have to agree with them that guy Coney was definitely the MVP for this match. Just putting down all sorts of help and damage and everything.
That snapshot there towards the end of that game was dirty. Dirty. He was showing off his accuracy. Is Coney? Has he figured out what his microphone is? Coney, can you hear us? I'm assuming that's a no.
Yeah,
I can hear him every now and then.
Yeah.
But
so just sitting here, like, let's take a look at the. This is what this week's schedule was like. We got Fury taking on Aggravated Assault Rifle. Aggravated Assault Rifle taking down Fury, making him look like in a quick 2-0 fashion. They looked really strong this week, which I thought Fury was definitely going to run this B League, but AAR had something different to say about it.
I think I've been really surprised by, well, maybe not surprised, I've been really excited about the competitiveness we've seen here in the B League. I feel like any of the teams could take games off each other, and you have an exciting matchup every week. And like I said, it's just been an exciting time. You watch these players grow and learn, and I just couldn't be more excited to be a part of it. It's fantastic stuff from everybody all around.
It's awesome. And then we got Wolfpack that took on Hype Train, and they 2-0'd Hype Train, and then Kitty Squad, as you saw tonight, taking a quick 2-0 and then taking that third game off just to make sure we said, hey, no, Kitty Squad, we're here. We ain't going nowhere. They're able to put their first one up on the board. I'm going to jump over here and put up the A-League matches as well. We had Nerf These Thumbs take a quick 3-0 of 343 Guilty Sparkles.
Yeah, that was a really fun. Obviously, for those of you that don't know, I'm the coach.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, Coney, can you hear us?
Coney,
if you're watching the stream, we can hear you, but I'm assuming that you can't hear us.
So yeah, you're the coach of Nerf These Thumbs.
Yeah, and we.
Okay.
Can you hear us, Coney?
Yes.
Can you hear us, Coney? It still doesn't look like it. So yeah, Nerf These Thumbs. Continue.
What would we do without a classic HCS level audio mix-up? But Nerf These Thumbs, I was really impressed with the guys. 343 Guilty Sparkles is a great team, and they just played really calm. We had the unfortunate position of we had a player, Jared Architect. He He's got a lot going on in life. I believe he's a student, and he had to kind of take a step back from being a starting member of the squad, and so we had Sawyer step right into his spot. And Sawyer really had a fantastic series for not really playing much with our team, and so I was really excited about that win. And it's not about the wins and losses; it's about like kind of player development and learning how to be a good teammate. But as a coach, it's always nice to see your guys do well. That player development leads to those wins, and so. I've been really impressed with them. They don't play as much as I know they'd like to. They all have busy lives like many of us, and but they're putting in the effort when they do have the time, and so it's been a fun time to be a coach with them.
Nice. And then we watched Eclipse 3-0 baggage down the second place team during that preseason tournament. Eclipse looked really good that game. They played a lot
Eclipse
more
is
aggressive.
scary.
Yeah.
I think they are the sleeper best team right now.
I was about to say, I was really glad that we were able to take a 3-0 off of them.
Hey, did you end up getting to talk to any of these guys?
We got Coney in here. He can't hear us though.
Yeah,
I don't know why they're showing the mute symbol, but
Well, no.
I guess
Coney,
they left all their sweat on the battlefield.
Yeah, they just sweat so much into their headsets they can't hear anything anymore. So Brooks, well, we got a interview with Brooks at least. So, what are you feeding these kids? What are you making sure that like that's in their Wheaties that they play that solid for those objective matches?
Flag laps, lots and lots of flag laps.
Always.
I mean, did you see? I mean, Rick ran it so fast he was able to run it through P2 almost twice.
I know.
So,
Seriously.
I mean, I guess you could say we're on some next level meta strats.
Some next level. As long as you can get across that map in 5 seconds, we're gonna get that cap.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. I mean, how could you stop it, right?
I know, pretty much.
It's terrible. Rick is not running flags P2 ever again.
I was waxing lyrical about Kitty Squad's level of organization. I think it was really in all 3 games. They didn't have a tendency to overcommit, and they tended to stick together and help each other. And it seems like, is that something that you've been really encouraging? Is just this level of teamwork and organization? Because it really seems like it's paying off if it is.
Yeah, so I mean, it's been tough because, I initially set out with Fender to go ahead and just get some of their base fundamentals sound, go ahead and just get them playing lots of Octagon and talking a lot, communicating really well, just playing with one another and focusing on nothing but that, focusing on the jumps and making sure that they're able to move around the map a little better than your average Bravo Division player. That's what we had started with, and then, of course, we played Fury and Wolfpack back-to-back, who I think out of the Bravo Division League have the best teamwork. So obviously the difference showed there. And
looking at that though, Brooks, you saw that Aggravated Assault Rifle took a 2-0 against Fury, right?
What? When was that?
This last week, Aggravated Assault Rifle took down Fury.
Who was playing?
The
starting roster for AAR?
Yeah.
That's nuts, dude.
I know. I have it in my broadcast. Just go back and watch it. It was sweet. It was a really good match.
That's pretty nuts. Yeah, Fury is a very good team, so I'm curious to see what happened there. Not saying that AAR isn't, but Fury is Kitty Squad's sister team, so we have a little more experience playing with them. But yeah, just back to what you had said, going ahead and rocking the fundamentals for a while. Only recently have we got them start being more used to playing around each other, and this was the best they played all night. We played like 2 hours of scrims leading up to this because we were ready for the 9 o'clock original time, and they had some kinks to work out for sure over that first couple of hours, but they turned it up when it counted, I guess. Kitty pile.
Kitty pile. It's like a kitty pile right there, honestly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
you should be really proud, I think.
I am very, very proud of these guys. They've continued to go ahead and grow, and regardless of how far they come, they're always looking for things to go ahead and improve on. Ryan obviously has a very good shot, and he's a good individual player. So we're going ahead and moving him up now a little bit to go ahead and pay attention to his teammates a little bit more, feel comfortable about reining them in when necessary, calling shots to go ahead and push a certain stronghold, or we're challenging them in that way too. So everyone kind of has these different things that they're working on, and between that and then the team initiatives, they've been picking it up really, really well.
Right. You know what? I'm actually really excited though. This next week of matches and stuff, I think you guys got AAR next. So
Yeah, we
really
do.
looking forward to seeing what you guys can do against these guys. We've also got Fury versus 4 Meat Pizza. Let's see what 4 Meat Pizza can do if they can bounce back from this loss. Nerf These Thumbs versus Baggage Down. We got a rematch of the finals of the preseason tournament.
That'll be a really good matchup. I'm excited.
And then we're gonna see if that wonderful logo of Guilty Sparkles can change to have a 1 on there instead of a 0 against Raiders of
They-
Crossroads.
They've got the talent.
Surely.
They've had some I think some tough matchups, and just I think they'll get it together. I think they will. It's just been kind of a tough start for them.
Been a rough start. But you know what? Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been an awesome match, being able to watch Kitty Squad. Thank you for jumping in here and talking with us, Brooks.
Yeah,
Volunteer,
for sure, dude.
Volunteer, thank you very much for jumping in here last minute.
Thanks
and
for
helping me.
volunteering.
You know, it's in my blood. No, it's a pleasure, man. I love helping out whenever it's easier for me when games go a little bit later. So maybe it's not easier for you guys, but it's easier for me.
Nice.
Anyway, thanks so much. I had a blast.
All right, and if you guys haven't hit that follow button, please do. All the B League matches will be here on my channel, and then if you haven't yet as well, go to Yu-Gi-Oh! Tools, which is his Twitch is up there on the screen right now. Go ahead and hit a follow for him as well. He's going to have all of our A League matches on for this next week as well. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you guys again.
See ya.